The great thing I see from your eyes that I know you don't have a lot of know-hows. And those people have a lot of know-hows don't want to do it. The entrepreneurs, you start with a dream. You start with a belief. And you also have to start with a group of people believe the dream. China was not even connected to the internet in 1994. So it was very difficult to convince people there is something called internet. That was tough. People say, you're telling a lie. But I know this thing exists, and I know it takes time to convince people. By convincing people, it's not convincing people by words. You have to convince people by results. If your customer happy, your employees are happy, the shareholder will be happy. Do not try to spend a lot of time with your shareholders. Spend enough time with your customers. Spend enough time with your employees. You have to survive today, but you also have to think about the future. If you do not think about the future, if you do not have a vision for 10 years later, what will you be? You will never have a great people follow you and join your company. But if you cannot survive, you go nowhere. Right? No matter how big dream is, it is a telling a lie. You are guys are the hope of Africa. And I believe 15 years ago, 18 years in my apartment, I told my team, we are the hope of China. Because we are the guys without any resources. If we can make it, most people can make it. If most people like us, without money, without resources, only with the dream and belief, if we can make succeed, China will be successful. A great entrepreneurs should not have money. If you have money in your mind, this is US dollars, this is RMB, and you're talking like English pounds. Nobody will work with life. If you have a good dream, if you have a plan to making things, making progress, things will happen. I never cry, I said. I only make my competitors cry. Because if I cry, I'll probably die 100 times. Because we have to encourage our team, and I say, making sure that we can survive tomorrow. This is my belief. And this is what I tell every day to myself. Today is difficult. Tomorrow is much more difficult. But the day after tomorrow is beautiful. Most people die tomorrow evening. Even today, as my size, for our company's size, I still believe today is very difficult. I have more problems than anybody here can imagine. One day, when you pick up the job as an entrepreneur, you know this is your life, you pick up. Don't complain. Where's the opportunity? The opportunity always lies in the place when people complain. If you solve the complaint, you got a problem. You got an opportunity. This is what I believe. The difference between build a company and build up a platform is a platform is to enable others, make other people happy. A company is to make yourself happy. If you're 21st century, if you want to be successful, making sure your employees are successful, making sure your customers are successful because you're using your services. If you can make your customers successful, your employees successful, your platform will be successful. This is the essence. And remember that. Empower others. You are empowering yourself. Do not hire people who used to have working big jobs. Hire people right for the job. Do not hire people who, this guy used to working for Fortune 500. He must have a lot of know-how. He may have know-how in working in Fortune 500. He have no know-how in working a startup. Hire the people who are smarter than you are. Hire the people who can be your boss. That's the future. And believing they are smarter than you are. Leadership doesn't have a style. Everybody can be a leader. A good leader should have a vision. The vision is that, vision not necessarily good, because when I work in the company, when everybody was disappointed, I have to tell them. I have to see before the other people see the opportunity. When everybody excited, I have to see the disaster. Especially as a CEO of like a me in the Alibaba group, my job is to see the problems of the future.